Okay, good morning. I'm going to call to order a special meeting of the KPPA Ad Hoc Regulation Committee, and we're going to begin with an opening statement.
Yes, sir. For the record, I want to note that this is a special meeting of the Kentucky Public Pensions Authority Ad Hoc Regulations Committee. This meeting is being held at the Kentucky Public Pensions Authority offices located at 1260 Louisville Road, Frankfort, Kentucky, and by video and telephonic conference, and is being broadcast to the public by Facebook pursuant to Kentucky Revised Statute Section 61.826. I ask if you are speaking and not appearing by video, please identify yourself before talking. In the event the video or audio broadcast is interrupted, we will attempt to reestablish a connection. If a connection cannot be reestablished within 30 minutes, the meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled to another date.
Okay, roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Piercy,
Here.
Mr. Cheatham,
Here.
and Mr. Powell.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, any public comment?
No, sir, no public comment today.
Okay, I'll move on to the approval of minutes from the June 5th, 2024 meeting, and I'll seek a motion.
Motion.
I'll make a motion. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay. I thought we'd do this in alphabetical order, Jerry.
Okay, works for me.
I'll make a motion that minutes be accepted as presented.
Second.
All right, have a first and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And that motion carries. And our first administrative regulation today is 105 KAR 1445. And Jessica, I believe, is going to speak on that.
Yes, thank you. So this administrative regulation is an amendment to an existing regulation. This is our trustee elections regulation, and this regulation establishes the processes and requirements for preparing and casting ballots and the tabulation of those ballots in trustee elections. That includes electronic, telephonic, and paper ballots. For this amendment to this regulation, we have updated the language throughout the regulation to be consistent with all of the language used in our KPPA regs and also in our general definition regulation 105 KAR 1001. We've added details to this regulation to include all of the processes and procedures that we're currently utilizing, and we've also specifically added the option for voting by telephone to the regulation. And lastly, we have incorporated by reference the application for trustee into the regulation. So does anyone have any comments, questions about this regulation?
I do not. Jerry or Lyle?
No, sir.
I didn't see anything that caught my attention now.
Okay. I will seek a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And that motion carries. And our second and final administrative regulation is 105 KAR 1130.
Okay, for this regulation, we did have an intern here with us this year that helped assist with this, and that is Addison Burns. She is with us here today, and I just wanted to acknowledge her and her help with this. She was a lot of help, and we appreciate her assistance. So this regulation is for hazardous position coverage, and it is also an amendment to an existing regulation. This regulation establishes the requirements, procedures, and forms for requesting hazardous position coverage or converting non-hazardous position coverage to hazardous position coverage. We updated the language in this one as well to be consistent with our KPPA language and our other regulations and with the definitions found in our definitions regulation. We've added details about our current process and procedures that are already being utilized, and we just wanted to get all that enshrined into the regulation. We've updated the forms incorporated by reference, and all of those are attached to your board books for your reference as well. Does anyone have any questions concerning this regulation?
Was there any major material changes? I looked at it. It's really hard to see what had changed if there was actual changes because of whole sections being moved to other sections and trying to go back and forth. It was a little tough to track those changes that way.
It is, whenever things are marked out and added, it's difficult sometimes to see what there is. We did add a lot of details in here, but we just filled in the details of the processes that are happening. No new processes were established whenever we updated this.
So it's just moved from one section to put into a different section.
Yes, and then just added some more detail.
The details, yeah.
Or vaguely written.
Okay. Yeah, I was going back and forth between the old and new, trying to go compare them, and it was challenging.
Mr. Powell, we have been trying in the memo to highlight when there is a material major change made in a regulation versus kind of a cleanup, if you will. So we have been trying to emphasize those bigger changes versus smaller changes, but if the committee members have any suggestions for how to make that stand out more or be clear, please feel free to get in touch with myself or Jessica. We're happy to do whatever works best for this committee.
Yeah, it was just in this one. It was just the comparisons were harder because they was on different pages and having to switch back. So, all right, thank you.
You mentioned in the previous regulation, and I noticed it in this one, that you basically have your forms as part of the regulation. Is that typical, or I just wonder how often those forms have to get updated or changed or amended?
So yes, it is typical for them to be in a regulation. It is actually required. It's a requirement from the LRC to incorporate your forms by reference. We do try to get our regulations updated as we update forms, but yes, that can be difficult sometimes.
And Lyle, when we had the previous regulations we reviewed that has the forms attached are also included in our board books, so we can look at those also, because we've actually caught a couple of items on the forms that need to be corrected. So they're really are important to the regulation.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions or discussion? And if not, I will seek a motion to approve 105 KAR 1130 and send on to the full KPPA board.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the motion carries. And at 10:08, we've come to the end of our agenda. This is Ed Owen's favorite meeting. And so we, since we've come to the end of our agenda, we're going to adjourn for the day. I appreciate everybody's time and attendance as usual, and we'll see you next time.